Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Natalie's Witchy Wisdom, the Purple Broom Apothecary and Publishing. Today I am contributing to the Herb Cabinet series, and I'm going to be talking about flaxseed. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I originally set out to do this video last week, and our new puppy here, I'm going to see if I can turn the camera so you can see her. Say hi, honey. Yeah. Our new puppy there, her name is Honey. She got into the package of flaxseed that I had been given that was sitting way up here on my desk and ate it, all of it. Well, most of it. What she didn't, she scattered on the carpet. So the result was that it looked like she'd swallowed a snake when she finally pooped it all out. But I'm sure her colon is nice and clean now. So, needless to say, that sort of delayed the video production just a little bit. And my husband surprised me this week with this gigantinormous jar. I really don't know how long it's going to take me to go through all of this. But once you see this video, maybe it won't take that long. Because in doing my research for this video, I went ahead and went to Llewellyn's Book of Correspondences and looked through a few of my herbals, including dun, da, 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 the Druid's Herbal by Ellen Everett Hopman. This is a very useful book, by the way. I picked it up at the used bookstore, and it's been a great book because she has a lot of the medicinal uses for the herbs in here. And so it's been very useful. So if you ever have an opportunity to pick up a copy of this book, do it. So in any case, in doing my research, these were all of the correspondent listings for flaxseed. It is kind of like rosemary in the sense that it seems to be a very kind of all-purpose herb that's used in a lot of different things. It's used to increase your spiritual awareness. It's used for beauty. I'm presuming probably both medicinally in terms of internal usage and in spells for beauty. It's also used for binding someone, as in with an oath or a pledge. It is used in workings and spells designed to help someone accept or understand their destiny in a situation. It is used in healing workings, kindness spells, angel magic, solar magic, because obviously the color is very, solar, lends itself to solar, plus it's from a summer flower. So it is also used to boost mental power in acquiring money or for holding on to money, prosperity, protection, increasing psychic ability, keeping secrets, sexual magic, skill development. When you're trying to gain a new spell, you can use flaxseed to help you. It's used in transformation, seeking it, maintaining it, and understanding it, as well as protection from other witches. So it's quite a useful little herb. It can be put into a spell bag. It can be used as a spell, like you would any other herb in a spell. You can put it into a poppet. You can put it into anything like that. Now, in terms of medicinal, flaxseed is sold widely on the market in stores. You'll often see it over by, where did I see it when I was at Walmart? They have it over by, like where they put all of the other supplemental things like, now I'm totally blanked on what you call that stuff. But like the hummus and things like that. I'm trying to think of something specific that we had in the fridge that we were using, and it's gone out of my mind. But as you can see, and as they're showing on here, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see that. They've got it kind of as a topper to like oatmeal or grits. That looks like grits actually to me, but you can use it as a topper and it gives you a little bit of added fiber. Now, in terms of, it's also known as linseed, by the way. So if you see linseed oil, that is flaxseed oil. Linseed oil is, I believe, is very flammable, so be careful with that. But flax seeds, according to the Druid's Herbal, she says that if you mix a teaspoon of it in a quart of water and let it simmer down to a half a quart, the liquid, it can be used for throat ailments, constipation, ulcers, stomach problems, things like that. So you're going to take some water, about a teaspoon of the seed. You're going to put it into a quart of water, boil it down to half a quart, drain the seeds clearly, and then that liquid is what you would give someone for the constipation or for the ulcers and the throat ailments. So she also says that it makes an excellent expirant for people with bronchitis or pneumonia. And with that, you take 1/4 cup doses, the liquid. You do it the same way. You take a quart of the liquid, a teaspoon of the flaxseed, boil it down to half a quart, and you would give that one, let me see what she says here. 1/4 cup doses throughout the day as an expectorant. She also recommends it for passing gallstones. Now, when it comes to something that's real serious like ulcers and gallstones, please, 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 please consult with your physician before using any kind of an herbal remedy, because if you're taking any kind of medication, sometimes herbal supplements or herbal remedies can impede the way that the medication works. So if you are using something like flaxseed for, throat sores or for, ulcers or stomach problems, make sure that you discuss that with your physician, because although almost all medications have an herb as their basis, again, there are certain interactions that you may not be aware of, and your doctor certainly needs to know that you're doing those things. Now, another thing, she said the whole seeds, about 2 tablespoons, can be taken with plenty of water to relieve constipation. So in that case, she's saying just eat the seeds and drink them with plenty of water. And I have heard that as a use for flaxseed in the past. She said cooked seeds are added to fresh grated carrots, and the mix is warmed to make a poultice for rheumatism and swelling. So if you have, some aching joints, you've got a swelling in the joints, you can make a poultice with carrots and flaxseed and use that for that. She says that it is also used as a poultice for hives or for asthma, and as a decoction to treat cystitis, asthma, hay fever, nettle rash, and paralysis of the tongue. Now, I don't know what could cause paralysis of the tongue, and as a speech pathologist, I'm a little wondering what could be the cause of that. I think what they mean is like when you have laryngitis, which is an inflammation of the laryngeal muscles. So, she does mention this interesting thing that links to the correspondence I found with Llewellyn's Book of Correspondences in terms of beauty. She said that a magical use for this herb is a child who runs or dances in a flax field at the age of 7 is assured to be growing up attractive. Newborn babies are placed in a flax field to sleep for similar reasons. So if you have someone who has a newborn baby and you want to assure that that child is attractive to others, maybe take some flaxseed and put it into a sachet bag and put it under the baby's pillow, or under the mattress, somewhere close to where they sleep, to help them. You can use it also as a charm for that purpose. So flaxseed really has a lot of benefits especially in terms of for your stomach and for regulating your body in terms of relieving it of waste and so on and so forth. But again, as with any herbal supplement or anything that you're adding to your diet, make sure that you discuss with your doctor before you just say, hey, I'm going to do this, because you could also have allergies. Now, I've personally never heard of anybody having an allergy to flaxseed, but I'm sure it's out there. Everybody's allergic to everything these days. So please, please, please make sure that before you do anything, you seek the advice of a doctor. A lot of times you can find a naturopath who's familiar with this type of remedy and can tell you, yes, this is good, or no, this isn't, and how it's been changed. Personally, I like to take a little bit of apple juice and water and boil it with flaxseed and use that for my throat, but that's me, and that's a risk I take on myself. So flaxseed, a good all-purpose herb, widely commercially available in large quantities. Clearly, it doesn't take a lot, so this may last a while unless I start doing a whole lot of spell work for something or decide to just start adding it to my diet in the morning. So I hope that this gives you a little bit of information about flaxseed, if it's not something you're familiar with or not something that you have ever used, according to the side of the container, and these statements have not been approved by the FDA. However, it does say that it's great for cholesterol, digestion, joints, we talked about that, the immune system, eyes, skin, and hair. So hopefully it will give me lots of lovely flowing locks very soon. I hope so. So anyway, I hope that this gives you a little bit of information. I know that sometimes these videos are a little short, but feel free to get out there and do some research of your own. And thank you so much for watching. Blessed be and stay healthy.